Now, every year, up to 6,000 people are diagnosed with bowel cancer when they're in their 50s, much higher above that age, of course. But if caught early, we know there is a 97% chance of survival. Survival rates from bowel cancer are really good, but you have got to catch it early. Screening, though, is only available on the NHS in England for those who are over 60. Well, Lauren Backler's mum died of bowel cancer at the age of 56 in March last year, and she's now campaigning on this, wanting to lower the age of the screening. Actually, Lauren, this must be very hard to be talking about when obviously you're coming up to the anniversary of your mum's death.
It is very, very, very tough. It's been a very tough year. Very tough.
56 is no age at all. If your mum had been screened and able to get to this quickly, there's a real, presumably a very real chance she would have lived.
I believe so. Obviously, we'll never know, but I truly believe that if she had had the screening available to her, that she would have stood a fighting chance, yes.
So the problem is screening is not available in England until you're 60.
That's right.
Presumably, if you're home screening, as a lot of this is now, you know, sampling things yourself at home and then sending it off, it wouldn't be too expensive to bring in.
Not as far as I'm aware, no. No, obviously much cheaper than having the treatment when someone is diagnosed in the end, because chemotherapy and the treatment is very, very expensive. So surely, to my mind, finding the cancer at an earlier stage, or even before it has developed into cancer, is much cheaper and much more effective in the long run, because you have better survival rates when you find it early as well.
Throughout your journey with your mum, were you ever explained or given a reason as to why screening takes place so late in England?
No. As far as I can gather with questions that I've asked since she's passed away, the part of the reason is uptake. A lot of people that actually have the screening available to them already don't send the kits back. I think the uptake percentage is 58% of people actually send the kits back, which is obviously not very good at all. And as far as I'm aware, in the pilot scheme, when it was originally piloted, it was advised that the screening was available to people from 50, and the National Screening Committee actually advised that. And during the pilot scheme, again, people in the age bracket from 50 to 60 apparently didn't send the kits back as much as they were hoping for, so that's why...
I mean, that must be not only frustrating, but I mean, it must make you a little bit angry in a sense that people who have this opportunity available to them are not... And it's very simple to do, isn't it? I mean, it's a stool scrape.
That's it.
And then you just pop it back in the post.
Exactly, exactly. So, I mean, to my mind, it doesn't make any sense, because surely, if there's something as simple as a simple home test that you can send off that could potentially save your life, it should be done. So
what progress are you making getting this lowered? I mean, is there any hope of it happening?
Well, I'm very, very hopeful that it will happen. I set up a petition at the beginning of December, a year to the date that my mum was actually diagnosed with bowel cancer. And to date, that petition has had nearly 160,000 signatures. So it's obviously a topic that a lot of people hold close to their heart, just as my family do. And at the moment, there are plans to hopefully take the campaign forward into Parliament. I attended an event a few weeks ago at the House of Commons with the charity Beating Bowel Cancer, and my hope is that it can be taken forward into the House of Commons, hopefully for debate soon.
Well, let's hope so. Lauren, thanks very much indeed for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
We'll stay with us here on Sunrise. Send us your thoughts, of course, on that if you would on Twitter, but we've got lots more still to come.